The explosive legal battle between Hollywood star Blake Lively and political commentator Candace Owens has sent shockwaves through both entertainment and political circles, sparking intense debate and drawing global attention. What started as heated exchanges on social media has now escalated into a high-stakes courtroom showdown that could redefine how celebrities and public figures manage their reputations in the digital age. As fans and followers eagerly watch every twist and turn, the question on everyone's mind is just how far will this conflict go, and what consequences will it bring for the two women involved? Blake Lively, once celebrated for her graceful public image, now finds herself struggling to maintain control over a narrative that is quickly spiraling out of her grasp. Meanwhile, Candace Owens, who has built her brand as a fearless, outspoken voice, has taken the bold step of filing legal action, claiming serious damage to her reputation. This clash is far more than a celebrity feud. It is a microcosm of the cultural, political, and legal tensions that define today's social media landscape. Both women represent different worlds, yet their dispute highlights the risks and responsibilities that come with influence and visibility. In a world where a single post or statement can be amplified globally in seconds, the stakes for public figures have never been higher. This battle between Blake Lively and Candace Owens is not just about personal grievances. It speaks to the challenges of free speech, defamation, and accountability in an era dominated by instant communication and divided audiences. As this drama unfolds, the world is watching closely, waiting to see if Blake Lively can regain control, or if Candace Owens' legal action will mark a turning point in how public disputes are resolved. Stay tuned, because what happens next could change the game for celebrities everywhere. The ongoing saga between Blake Lively and Candace Owens has taken yet another dramatic turn, with Candace Owens initiating legal action that has reportedly left Blake Lively unsettled and struggling to maintain control over the narrative surrounding their dispute. This development is significant in the world of celebrity legal battles because it highlights the growing tensions and complexities when public figures collide in both social media and courtrooms. The roots of the conflict stretch back months, as Candace Owens has been outspoken in her criticism of Blake Lively's public statements and social media behavior, which Owens has described as harmful and misleading. For her part, Blake Lively has denied many of these accusations and maintained a stance of defending her own reputation and integrity. The legal action filed by Candace Owens focuses on claims that involve defamation and misrepresentation, which, according to Owens, have caused measurable damage to her public image and career. It is important to understand the background to this confrontation in order to appreciate the full scope of the unfolding drama. Candace Owens is a well-known political commentator and activist who has a large and dedicated following. Blake Lively, on the other hand, is a Hollywood actress with a substantial fan base and media presence. When two personalities of such different spheres become entangled in legal and public disputes, it often reflects broader societal tensions around free speech responsibility and the impact of social media influence. The initial spark that ignited the legal battle reportedly involved a series of social media posts and interviews where Blake Lively allegedly made statements that Candace Owens found objectionable and damaging. Owens responded with a series of counterposts and public commentary, which escalated the tension. Blake Lively's team reportedly then took legal counsel and prepared for a defense. But Candace Owens decided to proactively file a formal complaint in the court system. This move surprised many observers because it indicated that Owens was serious about defending her position, not just through public debate, but through formal legal channels. This has intensified the conflict and placed both celebrities under a microscope as legal experts. Media analysts and fans follow every development. The documents filed in court suggest that Owens is seeking damages and a formal retraction from Blake Lively. The stakes are high, as the outcome could set a precedent for how public disputes involving defamation claims are handled among high-profile figures in the digital age. The media reaction to the legal filing has been mixed, with some commentators supporting Owens for standing up against what they perceive as irresponsible celebrity behavior. Others caution that the legal system should not be used as a weapon to silence dissent or criticism, especially in a landscape where free expression is a fundamental right. The situation has also ignited discussions about the responsibilities celebrities have in their communications and the ripple effects their words can have on diverse audiences. Both Blake Lively and Candace Owens have substantial platforms and influence, which means their dispute carries implications beyond just their personal reputations. It raises questions about the limits of public discourse and the mechanisms available for addressing grievances in the social media era. Blake Lively's response to the legal action has been measured publicly. She has released statements emphasizing her commitment to the truth and expressing disappointment that the situation has escalated to legal proceedings. However, behind closed doors, sources indicate she has been grappling with the pressure and the potential damage to her public image. This conflict also touches on issues of race politics and ideological divides, as Candace Owens is a prominent conservative figure, while Blake Lively has been associated with more liberal circles. Their clash is thus often framed in the context of broader cultural wars that are highly charged in today's society. Social media platforms have amplified this feud with supporters and critics, on both sides engaging in heated exchanges online. The rapid spread of information and misinformation has complicated efforts to reach any kind of resolution. Outside observers have noted that the legal process will be slow and complicated, with extensive discovery phases and likely media leaks further fueling public interest and speculation. The involvement of high-powered legal teams on both sides means that this dispute is unlikely to be resolved quietly and will probably dominate headlines for months to come. In the meantime, both Blake Lively and Candace Owens have been advised to manage their public relations carefully to avoid further escalation and potential damage to their brands. The question many are asking is whether this legal confrontation will ultimately serve as a cautionary tale about the dangers of public conflict in the digital age, or whether it will escalate into a prolonged battle with lasting consequences for both parties. The role of social media in exacerbating misunderstandings and inflaming tensions is also a key takeaway from this situation. Legal experts have commented on the importance of understanding how statements made in public forums can be interpreted and potentially used in court. The case also highlights the challenges of balancing free speech rights with protections against defamation and harassment in an era where everyone has access to a global audience. Candace Owens taking legal action can be seen as part of a broader trend where public figures are increasingly turning to the courts to settle disputes that previously might have been confined to social media spats or private disagreements. This shift has implications for how celebrity culture and public discourse evolve in the future. The outcome of this case could influence how other celebrities approach conflicts and the level of accountability they face for their public statements. For Blake Lively, losing control over this situation could mean significant legal and financial consequences, as well as a potential decline in public support and professional opportunities. The emotional toll on both parties should not be underestimated, as the process is grueling and often exposes personal and sensitive information to public scrutiny. The public reaction has been divided, with some sympathizing with Blake Lively's position as a victim of an aggressive legal strategy, while others applaud Candace Owens for standing firm and refusing to be intimidated. The media continues to cover every development, intensively analyzing court filings, statements, and social media activity. The story has also attracted the attention of legal commentators who are providing expert insights into the potential strengths and weaknesses of each side's case. Their assessments contribute to public understanding, but also add layers of complexity to how the dispute is perceived. The involvement of lawyers known for handling high-profile defamation cases signals that this will be a battle fought aggressively with all legal tools available. Both parties have expressed a desire to protect their reputations and to seek justice as they see fit. The case underscores the increasingly blurred lines between celebrity culture, legal accountability, and the power of social media platforms as arenas for public conflict. As the story unfolds, it serves as a potent example of the risks celebrities face when engaging in public discourse that can have legal consequences for them and others. It also highlights the importance for public figures to carefully consider their words and actions in the highly connected and scrutinized environment of today's media landscape. In summary, the legal action taken by Candace Owens against Blake Lively represents a critical moment in a heated public dispute that has captured widespread attention. The ramifications extend beyond just the two individuals involved, touching on broader issues of free speech, defamation, social media influence, and celebrity accountability. As this case progresses, the world will be watching closely to see how it is resolved and what lessons might be drawn for the future of public discourse and legal responsibility among prominent figures. As the courtroom battle between Blake Lively and Candace Owens intensifies, the spotlight on both celebrities grows brighter, bringing even more scrutiny to their personal and professional lives. The legal filings have revealed details previously unknown to the public, including internal communications and testimonies that shed light on the origins and escalation of their conflict. This new information has fueled speculation about the underlying motives and the broader context in which their dispute arose. Observers have noted that Blake Lively's previous public statements and social media activity have been analyzed in great detail, with experts weighing in on the potential legal risks inherent in some of her comments. This analysis has been a focal point in Owens' legal strategy, which aims to demonstrate that certain remarks were not only defamatory, but made with reckless disregard for the truth. Candace Owens, on the other hand, has faced her own share of public and media scrutiny, as her decision to pursue legal action against a high-profile Hollywood figure has drawn both praise and criticism. The move is seen by many as a bold assertion of her rights and a stand against what she perceives as damaging falsehoods. However, some critics argue that litigation in such high-profile disputes can further polarize public opinion and discourage open dialogue in a society already deeply divided. Over the past several weeks, the media frenzy around the case has included opinion pieces, interviews, and social media debates with commentators dissecting every angle of the situation. From a legal perspective, the case has become a study in how defamation claims involving public figures are evaluated under current laws. The standard for proving defamation is generally higher for celebrities because of their public status, which means Owens' legal team must establish that Blake Lively acted with actual malice or reckless disregard for the truth. This is no small task, and legal analysts emphasize the complexity of meeting this standard while balancing constitutional protections for free speech. The discovery phase of the lawsuit is expected to be especially revealing, with both parties required to share relevant documents, communications, and evidence that may uncover new dimensions of the dispute. The potential for settlement remains open, but both sides appear committed to their positions, making a negotiated resolution uncertain. At this time, beyond the courtroom, the dispute has had tangible effects on both Blake Lively and Candace Owens' careers and public images. Brand partnerships, endorsements, and media opportunities for both parties have reportedly been impacted. As companies seek to distance themselves from controversy, the entertainment industry and political commentators alike are watching closely to see how this case might reshape norms around celebrity accountability and public discourse. The broader cultural implications of the conflict have also sparked conversations about the role of women in the public eye and the challenges they face when confronting conflict, especially in a climate often hostile to outspoken women. The intersection of fame, politics, and legal accountability creates a complex backdrop that adds to the intrigue and significance of this case. Public relations experts have been actively advising both celebrities on how to manage the narrative and minimize reputational damage strategies, including carefully crafted statements. Controlled media appearances and engagement with supporters on social media are being employed to maintain public favor while navigating the legal storm. The engagement of crisis management teams on both sides underscores the high stakes involved and the recognition that the outcome will have lasting impacts. Beyond the immediate parties involved, the case has also drawn attention from advocacy groups concerned with issues of free speech defamation and the rights of public figures to protect their reputations. Many of these groups are weighing in on the balance between preventing harmful falsehoods and preserving robust public debate. The digital landscape, where much of the conflict has played out, presents unique challenges for legal systems worldwide, as the speed and reach of information dissemination complicate efforts to address grievances effectively. The case between Blake Lively and Candace Owens serves as a microcosm of these challenges, highlighting the evolving relationship between celebrity culture, media influence, and legal frameworks. As the dispute progresses, it will be important to monitor not only the legal outcomes, but also the shifts in public perception and the precedent set for future conflicts in similar contexts. In addition to legal and media developments, this conflict has also inspired significant fan engagement with supporters of both Blake Lively and Candace Owens, voicing their opinions passionately across multiple platforms. This fan involvement has sometimes led to online harassment and heated exchanges, illustrating the darker side of celebrity disputes and the potential consequences for all involved. The responsibility of platforms and communities to foster respectful dialogue is increasingly relevant as these types of conflicts become more common in the digital age. The emotional impact on Blake Lively and Candace Owens should not be underestimated. The stress and public exposure associated with high-profile litigation can affect mental health and personal relationships. Both parties have reportedly sought support from close friends, family, and professional counselors as they navigate this difficult period. The question remains whether this dispute will ultimately find resolution through legal means, or if it will continue to escalate, drawing in additional stakeholders and possibly sparking wider cultural debates. The media and public are likely to remain engaged for the foreseeable future given the high-profile nature of the individuals involved and the provocative issues at stake. For now, both Blake Lively and Candace Owens are demonstrating resilience in the face of adversity and a determination to protect their interests and reputations. This saga is emblematic of the complex interplay between celebrity power, legal accountability, and the influence of social media in shaping public narratives. It offers a cautionary tale about the importance of thoughtful communication and the potential consequences when disputes become public and legal. In conclusion, the ongoing legal battle initiated by Candace Owens against Blake Lively has brought to the forefront many issues about reputation management, social media influence, and the role of the legal system in resolving conflicts between public figures. The case continues to evolve with each development, capturing the attention of the public media and legal experts alike. As the story unfolds, it will undoubtedly provide lessons and insights into the challenges faced by celebrities navigating the complexities of public life in the digital era. The world watches closely as these two powerful women confront their differences in a legal arena, setting a precedent for future disputes and reminding all of the responsibilities that come with fame and influence. The Blake Lively and Candace Owens legal battle has captured widespread attention, not only because of the personalities involved, but also due to what it reveals about the shifting landscape of celebrity culture and legal accountability in the social media age. This high-stakes dispute underscores how public figures must navigate an increasingly complex environment, where every statement can have serious legal and reputational consequences. At the heart of this conflict are fundamental questions about free speech, defamation, and the power dynamics at play when influential individuals clash. Blake Lively, known for her acting career and strong social media presence, has built a brand centered on elegance and philanthropy, but her recent entanglement with Candace Owens has introduced new challenges and scrutiny to her public image. Candace Owens, a political commentator with a loyal conservative following, has taken the unusual step of suing a Hollywood actress, reflecting a broader trend of public figures using the courts to settle disputes once confined to social media exchanges and verbal disagreements. The legal filings have painted a picture of escalating tensions fueled by misunderstandings, differing worldviews, and public statements that crossed boundaries. According to court documents, Owens alleges that Lively made false statements that damaged her reputation, causing personal and professional harm. The claim includes assertions that the remarks were made knowingly or with reckless disregard, which, if proven, could satisfy the high legal threshold required in defamation cases involving public figures. On the other side, Lively's defense argues that her statements were protected speech, falling under the constitutional rights guaranteed in the United States, including the First Amendment. Her legal team asserts that the comments were opinions or truthful statements and therefore not subject to defamation claims. The arguments center around nuanced interpretations of the law and the contextual meaning of the disputed remarks, which experts say will be key in determining the case's outcome. This legal tussle highlights how the definitions of truth, opinion, and harm are continually being tested in courts grappling with cases arising from the fast-paced world of social media communication. Beyond the courtroom, the clash between Blake Lively and Candace Owens has reverberated across the internet with social media platforms, becoming battlegrounds for supporters and detractors alike. Fans of Owens praise her courage in confronting a powerful Hollywood figure, while supporters of Lively criticize what they see as an overreach that threatens free expression. This polarization reflects larger cultural and political divides that often spill into celebrity controversies, creating highly charged atmospheres difficult to navigate for those involved. The public spectacle has also drawn attention from industry insiders who worry about the implications for celebrities and public figures moving forward. With the lines between private opinions and public statements increasingly blurred, there is concern about chilling effects on open discussion and the potential for legal threats to be used as tools for censorship or intimidation. This case serves as a critical test of these concerns, as legal experts watch closely how the courts interpret the complex interplay of rights and responsibilities. The involvement of legal heavyweights on both sides indicates the seriousness and potential longevity of the dispute. Both Blake Lively and Candace Owens have invested substantial resources into their cases, underscoring the high stakes at play. In addition to financial costs, the emotional and reputational toll of such litigation is significant. Legal proceedings often drag on for months or years, with intense media scrutiny adding pressure to all parties. The case also exposes the challenges public figures face in managing their personal brands in an era where controversies can quickly spiral into full-blown crises. The need for strategic communication and crisis management is more critical than ever, as audiences and stakeholders demand accountability, but also value authenticity and resilience. The intersection of celebrity culture and politics evident in this dispute adds layers of complexity, as it involves individuals who influence vastly different but overlapping audiences. The clash between entertainment and political commentary reflects broader societal debates about identity, values, and power. It also raises questions about how public figures can engage constructively with differing opinions without escalating conflicts into damaging legal battles. The ripple effects of this dispute are being felt in various sectors, including media, advertising, and social platforms, which must balance interests of users, advertisers, and legal compliance. The pressure to moderate content while respecting freedoms creates ongoing dilemmas exacerbated by high-profile conflicts such as this one. The dispute has prompted renewed calls from advocacy groups and legal scholars for clearer guidelines and reforms to address defamation and harassment in digital spaces effectively without stifling free expression. These conversations are vital as the legal system struggles to keep pace with technological and social changes, reshaping communication dynamics. The Blake Lively and Candace Owens case exemplifies these broader trends, illustrating the evolving nature of public discourse and the responsibilities that come with influence. The outcome will likely have implications beyond the immediate parties, setting precedents that affect how future conflicts among public figures are handled both legally and publicly. As this legal battle unfolds, the global audience remains captivated, not only by the personalities involved, but also by the larger questions about justice, reputation, and power in the modern era. The case reminds everyone that words carry weight, and that in the age of instant communication and viral content, the consequences of what is said can be profound and far-reaching. For Blake Lively, losing control of the narrative and facing serious legal challenges marks a pivotal moment in her career and public life. For Candace Owens, pursuing legal redress represents a significant step in asserting agency and defending her reputation against perceived slights. Regardless of the eventual resolution, the case has already reshaped public perceptions and contributed to ongoing dialogues about celebrity culture, legal protections, and the impact of social media on personal and professional relationships. In the coming months, legal experts, journalists, and fans will continue to dissect every development in this high-profile dispute, analyzing its legal merits, cultural significance, and lessons for the future. The story serves as a reminder that in today's interconnected world, the intersection of fame, politics, and law creates complex challenges requiring thoughtful consideration and careful navigation. The Blake Lively and Candace Owens legal battle stands as a defining example of these challenges, and a key chapter in the evolving narrative of celebrity accountability and public discourse in the digital age. The legal battle between Blake Lively and Candace Owens marks a pivotal moment in the complex world of celebrity disputes and public accountability. This case highlights the growing challenges that public figures face in protecting their reputations while navigating the fast-paced and often unforgiving landscape of social media. What began as a clash of opinions has now evolved into a serious legal confrontation that underscores the importance of understanding the consequences words can carry in today's connected world. Both Blake Lively and Candace Owens represent influential voices from very different spheres, yet their conflict reveals shared vulnerabilities when personal and professional boundaries blur in public. The outcome of this case will resonate beyond just these two women, as it raises critical questions about free speech defamation and the role of the courts in resolving high-profile conflicts in the digital era. While the legal process may be lengthy and complicated, the implications will extend into how celebrities and public figures approach communication and conflict management moving forward. This dispute serves as a powerful reminder that in an age where information travels instantly and opinions can ignite global reactions, the responsibility that comes with influence cannot be taken lightly. For Blake Lively, this legal challenge represents a test of resilience and reputation management. For Candace Owens, it is a stand for defending personal and professional integrity. Regardless of the final verdict, this case has already sparked important conversations about the intersection of celebrity culture, politics, and law that will shape future public discourse. As the world watches these two powerful women confront their differences in a courtroom setting, the lessons learned will offer guidance for others navigating the delicate balance between public expression and legal accountability in a divided and rapidly evolving media landscape.